This is the Talk It Out Show. I have a new co-host, and her name is Tamika, and we just so happy to have her, and I thank you for watching. And so before we get started, I need you to subscribe, hit that bell notification, give me a thumbs up. I had to think about it, y'all. Give me a thumbs up, comment below, and of course, share. I feel like I'm echoing.
Sharing is caring.
Yes, it is. So we're eating some KFC because we're hungry, and I'm hungry. Mm-hmm. And so we're going to start, and then Tamika's going to read the questions. So we did some KFC. I got me some hot wings. Been craving these lately, so I got 6. Got us some yummy biscuits, and they put honey in there.
Put honey in there.
Woo! And then we got some chicken. Yay! We both love chicken. But I think Tamika eats thighs. Do you eat thighs?
I eat thighs. I eat breasts. I eat.
She eats all of them. I'm more of a leg and breast. And when wings come in the factory, it has to be literally wings we cook or something.
That's a tiny wing.
Yeah. So that's where we at right now.
That's why chickens can't fly.
So, I don't like their new fries, KFC. Have you had their fries?
Yeah, I don't like them.
I don't like them either. I want the wedges back.
Yeah, I don't like them. I agree. The wedges were better.
Yeah, so that's how we are on that. And then pouring my gravy over. And once we fix this, then we can go over our questions because I know how important it is. But Tamika, why are you doing this? Tell us a little about you since you're my co-host for today. Hopefully she'll be here until Shalonda comes back.
Tamika.
Well, they don't know you, Tamika.
You should tell us about it.
Yeah, because they don't know you.
I am Tamika. That's me.
You guys gotta know she got a smart mouth too.
Whatever.
Okay. I know this is not in it, so I'm gonna try to take some stuff to the side. You see it, but yeah. You want more, just let me know. And then,
will not make a mess.
I know that's not possible.
I was gonna say, I don't know.
Don't know about that.
I don't know if I can. If that's gonna cooperate with me. I need to put it in a little something that has like a little spout that you can.
You just pour it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, biscuit.
I
don't know about you guys. I know a lot of people say they don't like their biscuits. I love KFC's biscuits.
I like their biscuits with a little bit of that butter, and then right when I'm about to finish my mashed potatoes, I use it to slap up that gravy.
And me, I just put some honey on it, and I am happy. Let me pray us in because I'm about to tear this food. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this food. Thank you for blessing us and guiding us. Thank you for having Tamika here with me today. And I also thank you for the people that are watching us. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
There we go. Mm-hmm.
And thank you for the healing of Shavante and her daughter.
Yes.
And that they're not going to get it as bad as it can be got.
Yes.
And
I think her daughter's doing a little bit better.
And we say a little special prayer for Trump and Melania.
What's wrong with them?
They have COVID-19.
Shut up. You see? No, I don't watch the news.
I don't watch the news either, but
no, I didn't watch anything that had anything to do
they were
with Trump.
talking about it this morning at like 2 o'clock in the morning when I was at work.
Oh, I had no clue. Woo. So
they tested positive.
Oh.
I am to begin. I am not a Trump supporter. I'll say that right from jump.
Oh, you thought. I don't want nobody cussing you out.
However, I know that we are to pray for our leaders.
Yep.
I don't have to agree with you to want the best for you.
And just because we don't like you as a president doesn't mean we can't,
I used to like him as a person years and years ago, and I wanted him to be president years and years ago before I knew what I know now about him. Because I thought having a president that was independently wealthy would be a good thing because he couldn't be bought.
Yeah.
Although
He was bought.
he was bought. Yeah. In the long run, it didn't work out.
Yeah. And people shouldn't have too much leader. You know, you think because he already got power that it wouldn't go to his head.
Yeah. Well, and then they say absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously,
He's corrupted.
It further corrupted him.
Yeah.
Because when I saw that he paid the same amount of taxes I've paid in the last 10 years, and I get disability, so I haven't paid taxes in the last 10 years, except for when I was married.
Yeah.
You're a billionaire. You've paid like $600-$700 in taxes in the last 10 years.
Mm-hmm. Something wrong with that picture. Something is wrong with that picture. I wonder if the presidents get taxes.
They're supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on what the laws are on the books. You know, like certain tax brackets get certain tax breaks, and you know how they say the rich get richer,
and the poor get poorer.
Exactly.
That's what they say. So do you guys know if they get to pay taxes? It should be, but that doesn't mean they do because they're the president, so they're ruling over everything.
Well, I know former presidents still get Secret Service. They still get a paycheck.
Yeah. Until they die, right?
Mm-hmm. So.
And the reason I said till they die because I didn't know if it like extended over to the wife, if she's still alive, if the president is dead. Do they still...
I would assume so. I mean, like Jackie Onassis still got money after Kennedy was killed.
That's a grievance thing, isn't it? Like a grievance pay?
Yeah. Well, it would be like you getting your spouse's pension or retirement.
I know what I'm saying. So it's a little bit different if it's if that could be in his pension, but he might not get the same. It's like well, it'll go down to generation, I guess I'm saying. I forgot what it's called.
Like a legacy?
Mm-hmm. So you can do that even when you do like putting money away when you're working. Mm-hmm. How you have your 401k and all that. Yeah. There's I forgot what it's called, but you can actually and money go down to the next kids or whatever if it lasts that long, if it's that much money. Yeah. Like an annuity, I think it is.
Well, an annuity is where you get a portion. So there's a lump sum. Say $10 billion, and then an annuity you would get $40 million a year. Yeah. For 20 years. But the company that takes your annuity and pays you keeps, they're basically giving you a loan on that big lump sum because they're saying it's impossible to get that whole lump sum in one fell swoop. Your great-great-great-grandchildren can have that money. Because there's not really that many billions of dollars in the actual banks as it is. So that's why they want to pay you in an annuity. Yeah. I don't even think people know that they play with your money in the bank. Hit that button before it goes dark. Who? I hit the button before it goes dark. Who? Yeah. That's why lotteries do that. You can get a lump sum, which is smaller than the actual amount. Or you can get an annuity, which is closer to the actual amount that you won. But yeah, sometimes it's not enough. I'm saying $1,000 a month. Well, you win $20 million. You get $1 million a year for 20 years. You blowing through $1 million in a year. It can happen. You got bigger problems. It can happen. Yeah, it can happen.
I mean, you can be trying to start businesses, and I'm not talking about people who just up there shopping and spending their money.
I swear to God, nobody calls me. Nobody loves me. The moment. I don't even know who these people are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So this person today says, my husband is cheating.
Mm-hmm.
And not only is he cheating, but he's paying for sex. Mm-hmm.
Y'all know. Gonna be one of them questions. We will check it out. Go ahead, read it to us.
The title explains it all. I felt something was up and I couldn't sleep. His phone kept getting notifications at like 1:44 a.m. I don't know how to bring up what I found. I'm sick. I'm disgusted. I'm hurt. He's even been lying to me about gambling.
Mm-mm.
He's supposed to be starting a new business and asked for a donation. But come to find out, it was for gambling.
Oh no.
He loves to lie. I have screenshots of it all. I don't want to wake him up out of his sleep because we had a huge argument last week about his phone. We've been married for 3 months.
Oh, damn.
But together for 3 years. He even has secret Tinder accounts. I'm scared for my health at this point. Did I miss something? Because she says he's paying for sex, but I nowhere in there
she said she was paying for sex.
Yeah, but nowhere in there did it say that she found evidence of him paying for sex. I mean, Tinder is not a pay for sex site.
No.
He's been lying about gambling. So that's an additional addiction.
Which is too much. Did it start before you got married? Since you only been married 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
That's a question.
And why are you up at almost 2 a.m. going through his phone?
That's what women do now. You didn't know that? That's what you're supposed to do. Let's go through your man's phone. I don't have time to do that. But some women do.
I'm not doing all that.
I don't have time for it. And I feel like if you
do
go
I.
looking for it, yeah, you're gonna find something.
I'm not doing that.
I don't want to do that. This was actually good. I can't help you on that one. I can't help you on that one. None of my business over here. The lady gone crazy. Tell them she gone crazy. Y'all know she go crazy.
I'm a chronic insomniac, so I'm up at 1:44 in the morning anyway. Well, actually, I work. I work from 2 in the morning to 7. Oh, I'm like, who are you saying mashed potatoes?
Okay, Tamika's learning. Don't worry, I went through the same thing when I was learning.
She said mashed potatoes. I was like, who are you talking to about some mashed potatoes?
That's some gravy.
She said mashed potatoes.
Oh, that's funny. Oh my goodness, Tamika was like, what? I'm trying to talk to you about this, and you over here with some mashed potatoes.
I was like, I know what those are. Do I look like a village idiot?
No, that's funny.
I was like, why are you telling me that those are some mashed potatoes? Really? It better be mashed potatoes. It better not be mashed cauliflower, because we got box.
Oh, that's funny. She's funny. Oh.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But even at that time, I'm not checking your phone
I'm not checking your phone at all, period.
If I'm checking your phone, it's because it rang and I answered it.
Mm-hmm.
You right there.
I don't give me nothing. If I'm going to answer, I'm going to answer it. Shoot, that's it.
Yeah, well, I'm going to answer whether you right there or not. But if I see something, you going to know I'm going through your phone.
Yeah.
And we're going to discuss it. And if I find something at 1:44 in the morning and you've been lying to me, I'm not letting your ass sleep. I'm not letting your ass sleep. Because we had an argument about it earlier.
I wouldn't even care.
And
if I'm taking your phone up at 1:30 in the morning, that means God woke me up to look at your phone. So apparently it's time for me to know something. So we can end this issue.
To me,
I'm not staying up to wait till you go to sleep.
I have never been woken up out of my sleep and had like a bout of women's intuition where it's been wrong. Ever.
Oh, yeah.
And I've like had a husband lie to me and tell me this stuff. I had a husband tell me he was going to the gym all the time. Going to the gym. But his body wasn't changing. I ain't blind.
Oh my goodness, Tamika, shut up.
You going to the gym 5 days a week, then you ought to
look different.
Be getting some muscles and be cut and
something happening.
What are you working on at the gym? So this cuckoo person had the audacity to have a gym membership in my name as well, so that I could go to the gym. So one day he left. He said, "I'm going to the gym." I was like, okay. All the kids went to sleep, and my kids were, I think my youngest might have been 12 or 13. So, Jones just went up the street, so I get in the car. I'm going to the gym.
To work out. Because you got me a membership too.
Yeah. So then you can look, there's a sign-in sheet at the door.
Oh, no.
So I sign in on the sign-in sheet, and I look up the sign-in sheet. I'm looking for my name ain't on the sign-in sheet. Well, guess what? There are other sign-in sheets, from like the days previous, like a stack under it on the clipboard. So I start picking up, going through. Ain't been to the gym.
That's why he didn't change.
So I already knew. Mm-hmm. And I had a suspicion of where he was at. So I got in my car. Went driving around. Found his car.
This don't even look pretty to me. This looks like it's not going to be nice.
Took my set of keys.
Oh, no.
To his car. And moved his car. Around the corner. So that when he would leave out, he'd be like, "Where the hell my car?" And I did that every time he said he was going to the gym. He was actually going to some female's house.
I'd have moved it further and further away.
Oh, I did. But I didn't say nothing.
Waiting for him to say something.
Because I wanted him to think he was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I need to stop smoking weed or what.
Whatever they got me, I ain't doing this no more. It ain't working right.
Park the car around the block. Because he ain't going to call me talk about cars stolen from the gym? Really?
Well, call the police. I'll be up there at the gym to pick you up.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm on my way to come pick you up from the gym. How the hell you going to get to the gym? You can't find the car.
How long did that go on?
Like a month.
Did he ever ask you about it?
Eventually. Well, eventually I just told him, I said, I know you ain't going to the gym. I know you're going over to this female's house. And when he formed his lips to tell a lie, I said, you know this, when you come out from that house, you can never find your car. He just looked at me for a long time. I said, because I'm the one moving it, dum-dum. You're lucky I don't call a friend and take the whole damn car.
That's what I did in mine. I ain't lying. That's what I did in mine. I sure did. And we only had one car. And then I went and got another car because we was, fighting all the time. And then I got me another car. And I took his keys, sure did. I ain't lying, we sure did. And then I had our sister have the car. So she was driving it for a good month or two. She got too nervous, so she stopped. Yeah. So he stopped paying on it. So when they found it,
when your intuition says something, 9 times out of 10, your intuition is correct.
Yeah.
And what you're looking for is something to confirm your intuition.
Yeah.
But why confirm your intuition if you're not prepared to do anything about it?
That is so true. I tell people that all the time. Don't go to your man, cussing him out, asking him about the girl, if you still gonna stay with him. And in your mind, I know you feel like, no, I'm gonna leave him, but my mom always said, if you loved him on Monday, you're gonna love him on Tuesday. Mm-hmm. It doesn't stop. You're gonna love him next Monday. Mm-hmm. It doesn't stop. But when you keep taking him back, you're just giving him more permission to keep doing what he's doing. And you don't want that. Mm-hmm. I couldn't live like that.
Yeah.
And I tried. When my first husband, I tried. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to. I just was trying to save my marriage. I didn't want a divorce. And I just didn't want that in my life. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But then, what I've also learned is it only takes, it was only one person working on the marriage. That can't work. You got to have 2 people working on the marriage. It takes 2 of y'all to get married. Yeah. So you can't do it by yourself.
Yeah. That's great.
I did not know how good the mashed potatoes and gravy was.
You didn't know?
No. No, I'm tearing it up. Well, you did. That's why we eat it now.
See, I had to have some gravy for my
biscuit. Mm-hmm. I just didn't know. And it stays heated. Mm-hmm. I like that. It don't even get cold.
Yeah. But if you're not going to do anything but argue, then don't even bring it up.
Yeah.
Categorize it, put it away.
Let it, because the longer you hold it in, the more angry you're going to get. Mm-hmm. And then you'll prepare yourself to leave. Pretty soon you'll fall out of love with him. Mm-hmm. And when you leave, he's going to be like, what? Shocked. But right now, he got to work hard to sneak out. He got to work hard to cheat. But the moment he knows, he don't even work as hard.
It sounds like he's got an addictive personality because if he's gambling, he may very well have
He probably ain't cheating. He probably cheating on her with the dang machine.
He might be.
But she never did tell us how she got him cheating.
Yeah. And he could be getting sexual gratification from gambling.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just hope it ain't taken from your house.
Ooh.
Well, y'all can't pay no bills.
Well, I always felt like a woman should have mad money.
Yeah, you should.
And for those of you who don't know what mad money is your own personal stash. Mm-hmm. For rainy days, taking your own self out on a date, loving yourself, and if need be, your significant other gets possessed by a demon and decides he wants to put his hands, it wants to put their hands on you, bring another woman into your house and do it disrespect your home, abuse one of your children, you don't have to beg, borrow, or steal to get the hell out of there. That's mad money.
And I know it's hard. And sometimes you just have to put that money aside.
Yeah.
And sometimes their jobs or the banks. Like, I know, like, certain banks here that does certificate of bonds, not the CDs, but you can do CDs.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a one where they send you it every 2 weeks, and you take it out of your check every 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
No, out of your bank account every 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And it accumulates.
Yeah.
And that makes a lot of sense to hold on to because you never know. And then you just go and cash it out, go wipe out the whole house and move.
I don't think about it. Well, I know when my paycheck is direct deposited, whatever the change is, it rounds up,
Mm-hmm.
and it puts that in a separate account.
Oh, that's good.
So it's just accumulating and accumulating.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think about it because I ain't missing the 60, 40, 30,
Mm-hmm.
80, 90 cents or whatever that they're around. You can't even get a cup of coffee for that.
Yeah.
You want them to get bigger?
Yeah, they like to get bigger on their own. But yeah, because I did that. I don't do it now because I ain't getting no. I like to use all mine up. But I did that, and I just put money aside. It would just come out my bank account, just like any other bill. That would just come out every 2 weeks. It would just come out of my account. And I would get it in the mail. I wouldn't even open it because I knew how much it was. But I knew every year accumulates, or every 3 months it accumulates a little change here and there. Yeah. So even if I had to cash it in early, well, you can do date night money without really putting it aside in your mad money. To me, your mad money is, I got to get out. I'm not staying here any longer. I'm not taking this. Yeah.
That was something that I always had this mad money.
Yeah.
You know, and if you have to file for divorce, if you have to, although there are things, there's always things available if you're in a situation that you don't necessarily have to spend money.
Yeah. Did you want some more tea?
I'm good.
Mashed potato?
Eventually.
Okay. Well, just go ahead.
I'm going to turn into a mashed potato. Oh, yeah.
She don't eat nothing really. Well, she eats all the time, but it's not much. It'd be like she'll eat chicken or she'll eat meat. Mm-hmm. She ain't picky about her meat. And she'll eat potato. And as we can see, she ain't picky about her potatoes. Talk about fruit and vegetables.
And she talked about when I eat my chicken. She says I eat my chicken like a white person.
Well, you black people clean their bones off.
But but see, look at her bones. There ain't no meat on there.
Exactly.
So she'd be like, "You eat all that chicken. There's still meat hidden on it."
Well, yesterday my sister came over because she's leaving. She's driving to Arizona today.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And
which sister is this?
Melanie.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And so she was hungry. And she saw my chicken there.
Her and her family, they're all moving over there?
They're all. She like you with 15 million kids now.
I was going to say,
She got her nieces and nephew.
I saw something the other day and I was like, she had another baby?
She did. Yeah, she did. Her baby.
A little girl.
Yeah, I think her baby was June 1st?
June, July, something. She was a couple
June
months.
1st, yeah.
Couple months old, and I was like, she got older kids. I was like, is that 6, 7? She has twins.
Got them. She had 4 of her sister's kids, and then she had 4. This is her 5th, so 9 kids. Sound like you, huh?
Yeah.
That would sound like you.
I had 7, but I remember after like 6, might as well be 12 or 9.
Well, she has 7 now because the 2 are staying here. The 2 oldest are staying here, and the 2 youngest is with her. or 2 mil with her. And then she has her 5.
Well,
and then her
what's
man,
going on with her sister?
Sister stuff. I don't want to get in that.
She can't.
My sister.
Because she can't.
And I'm not like I don't care. Just, it ain't my business to put it on here.
Oh, yes. Here, you can have me some mashed potatoes.
Okay. So, on that question with the person, there's more gravy.
I don't know. I was like, should I just put mashed potatoes?
Yeah, you might as well. So there's to answer the question today, if you believe your man is having this issue, the first thing is if you think you can handle it and move on, then you can confront him. If not, stop looking at it and doing all this research if you're not gonna leave, because really
take a Xanax.
Yeah. You don't need closure.
No
Closure. Exactly.
Take your butt to sleep.
Something. And closure is just an excuse to say that's why you have to stay and you can't let go of a situation. That's what closure means. It's just I want to make an excuse to stay, or I want to make an excuse to I can't move on because I didn't get closure.
No.
That's not true.
And she doesn't give a lot of after that.
Yeah, we don't know much. You didn't. I mean, like I said, I don't know where he cheated at.
No, because she doesn't say.
Because she can say cheating is gambling, which it is a form of cheating. But when you hear cheating, the first word you're thinking of, what you're thinking of is sex.
Yeah, because that's what I said. When I looked at it, I was like, can you tell me where it is that she was, that he was stuck? Yeah. She says, I woke up at 1:44 a.m. I don't know how to bring up what I just found out. I'm sick, I'm disgusted, I'm hurt. So outside of him having a Tinder account, he has a secret Tinder account. Well, how the hell do you know? Do you have a secret Tinder account? Were you on Tinder and swiped and said, oh,
what are you doing in here? What the heck is going on here up in here with us?
Or did you just see that he had, I had Tinder on my phone. I don't have it on my phone right now. But on my previous phone, I had Tinder on my phone, but I hadn't been in it in like over a year. But it was on my phone. It was downloaded as an app. If you don't go to it, it doesn't disappear until you
Yeah. I just want to know because, I don't know what I was on. I didn't even know it was to be meeting people like that. I just thought it was to get friends. And I forgot what site it is. Everybody meets people on this site. And I don't know why I can't think of that site. Well, because I'm not on it, that's why. But anyway, I was on it, Mary, just on it. And all these guys kept talking to me. And I was like, why is these guys talking to me? I just thought we was tagging and just having fun.
Was it tag?
I think it was tag.
Does that make sense?
Yes. And I was like, why? And I was just playing the games I was playing on, what's that one? Not Facebook, but everybody was on it before Facebook came out. MySpace. So I was playing those, the little war games or army fighting games or whatever. Mm-hmm. I was just tagging so I can have people to fight. And they kept flirting with me, and I was like, what is you doing? War, boom, 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 boom. Then a couple of girls started flirting with me. I was like this.
Well, when I originally had Tinder, I was married. And it said I was married on there. People don't give a...
I didn't know. Like, it's different if you know. I didn't know.
No, because and then I had a bad experience on Tinder, so I had to... Well, I had a couple bad experiences on Tinder.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, one was this guy, and he wanted to meet me, and he was talking to... he was really sweet. He was kind of attractive. And I said, well, I'm married, and he said yes. And mm-hmm. He said, but, I'm just looking for friends. I'm new to the area. Okay, I can do friends.
Yeah.
I said, will you meet me at Dairy Queen with a friend? Because I'm not meeting you. I don't know you from Adam.
Yeah.
So I might have a friend with me.
Yeah.
And we'll have some ice cream and get to know each other. Shows up. It's a man. It's a female to male man. Trans man. Now, I have got trans friends, trans adopted children. I have no problem with that. But everything says male. If I had been interested in you and we went to take it to the next level and you don't have what I'm looking for and you was fronting like you did.
Amen. And that's where I think a lot of people get beat up.
I would have an issue with that.
That's where I think a lot of people get beat up for that, and then they say it's wrong. But you can't fool somebody. Be honest. If that's who you are, be you. And I said because even the ones that are being honest get beat up, and I think that's completely wrong. Period.
But they're getting beat up for the ones that aren't being honest.
Yeah. And just because people don't like them.
Yeah.
Like, they don't agree with them, so they be
I went to college with somebody that was trans, and they were telling me that they wore a soft cup. And I was like, what the heck is a soft cup? So it's kind of like a strap-on, but a strap-on obviously is erect. So a soft cup makes you feel like you have a penis and testicles. And I told them because they smelled like a man, they looked like a man, they sounded like a man. So if I'm with you at the club and you have all of these qualities and then you rubbing up on me and I reach back to touch you and you feel like a man, when we get home and you ain't a man,
that's how you get beat up. That's where the violence come in. Don't be violent. If you are transgender, is that what you said?
Yeah, be transgender.
Okay, if you are transgender, be honest, because I think if you don't, people get enraged. They get mad. And there are people that are homophobic.
And nobody wants to be duped.
No, that's true too. And then people are homophobic. So if they're homophobic and then you doing that and then you dupe them, and then they want to claim victim when you get beat up, talking about because I was a trans, and you're not explaining, no, I duped them.
Yeah. And I consider myself pansexual. You know what that is?
Yeah, you told me. I don't know if they know, but you told me.
So pansexual means I don't care what you have between your legs. I'm not attracted to your genitals. So your gender is irrelevant to me. So I wouldn't care, but if I
give people the option.
If I want to be with a man, I want to be with a man. If I want to be with a woman, I want to be with a woman. I don't want to go in thinking I have one thing, and that's not what I have.
Exactly. What makes me mad, this is me, is everybody got an opinion on somebody else. And my thing is focus on your own self. Even like Christians, they're always, well, that's against the law. That's against the word. That's a sin. You haven't had sex outside of marriage is a sin. You're coveting, which means you're looking at somebody else's possession and wanting it for yourself. Regardless of man, woman, toy, car, house. Yeah. Coveting. That is a sin.
There's no big little sin.
The only biggest sin there is worshiping any other God before our own God. Period. Yahweh.
They do that all the time.
They do it. But you want to nitpick on somebody being gay, but how many times did you worship that car that you got?
Well, think about the evangelical Christians who worship the president.
No, I didn't even know people worship the president.
Where he is like the golden calf. Whatever he says might as well be the word of God, because he's conservative, or worship a party even. We only vote Republican because we're evangelical Christians.
Or you worship money.
Money, power.
A lot of people worship money and power.
Jobs.
Yep.
Children. husband, wives, yeah,
friends, all those things. But we pick on people who are gay, transgender, or the race, or anything like that.
And I say anymore, that's a sticky place to put a wicket.
A what?
A wicket is in somebody's sexuality or their gender. It's a sticky place to put a wicket. And what I mean by that is with all of the pollution and all of the things that we're putting in our body that are manufactured, that are not plant-based, that are not God-given, processed, we are significantly damaging our own cells, let alone the cells of the children that we produce and or carry.
Yeah.
Who the heck am I to say that my child is whatever? Because they've discovered now that you can have the sex organs of one and the brain of another and the external sex organs, but the internal sex organs of that you could be all messed up and nobody can, and they can't tell by looking at you.
Yeah.
Or these children, and I worked daycare for years. I knew a child that I was like an infant, and I was like, what is it? Is it a boy? They're saying it's a boy, but
yeah,
he had no penis. But they assigned him boy because he had testicles. But he had testicles that were obvious and a clitoris.
But usually don't they fix that before you leave the hospital?
They can, or you can choose to leave it. And they just.
I wouldn't want to. I'm gonna be honest. You could do your choices. I don't think I could do it. I'm saying for me as Lydia, I don't think I could do the choices of leaving it there, only because of the simple fact that.
But they had no vagina. They had no penis.
But they could have created that before birth. And the reason I say
that. Before birth or after birth?
After birth.
Well, because what's to say what's internal?
No, that's what I'm saying. But they said you can easily change it back, too, if it is. Because you have both in your system. So it's not like a man trying to be a woman or a woman trying to be a man.
Yeah.
So they have both of the organs inside. So they could be a woman and give birth. They might have fallopian tubes to be able to give birth. And you made them a man or whatever.
Fallopian tubes ain't gonna help you give birth if you ain't got no vagina.
But they could have created that, is what I'm saying. A parent could choose what their child.
And if you don't have a uterus,
then you would go towards more of the penis. But if you have both, it's one of those things that you can make the choice. The only reason I say that is because, and I know you guys can bite my head off about it, is I just wouldn't want a child. Bullying is hard now, and these little kids are killing themselves now. Yeah. Just on bullying. Yeah. So could you imagine a kid seeing somebody with two parts? And we take showers at the gym and stuff like that.
Well, yeah. So I'd say up until middle school, about the age of puberty.
Yeah.
So
or when you spend a night over somebody's house, you don't want.
Well, I don't want nobody looking in my kids' underpants.
But that's what happens. That's what happens. But my thing is, kids don't understand body parts that way. Yeah. They really don't. I mean, you just don't. You're not over there talking about, ooh, at 6 years old, you look cute. That's not big enough. Or, ooh, that's not plump enough. We don't do that as kids. As kids, we take our shirts off. I'm flat chest, you flat chest.
Exactly.
So the only thing that's separating is here. So now you got two things. You got a ball and a coochie, and we like this. Now we're going to talk about you, because neither of us have those. Now everybody, all the kids, because they be in the room by themselves, going to take down their pants to see why if they all look like that. And then why we don't look like that. And then when we talk to a parent about it, you guys should be looking at that. And parents don't know how to respond and teach a kid so they don't go and talk about, they ain't supposed to look like that. I don't know what that is. And they're going to talk about it, and the kids is up there whispering and listening to the kids.
As a child, I was like that. I'm not saying that I was intersexed, but I felt like I had a more fluffy labia. So if you look at male genitalia and the scrotum and all of that kind of meat that's there, I was like, I'm meaty down there.
Yeah.
But when I was, in my teenage years, and I'm thumbing through.
Did you know? I'm just changing the subject. Sorry, you guys. Because it just popped in my head, and I remember Prin laughed at me on this so bad. When you gain weight, your coochie gain weight.
Yes, I know that now. I didn't know that when I was
young. Yeah, I didn't know either until I grew up. I was like, Prin, I'm gaining weight. She's like, I said, no, my coochie's got gained some weight. And she laughed at me and laughed at when she realized this.
Tissue.
But you don't think about that. It's not something that comes to your mind.
So when I was, 11, 12, and I'm looking at Playboy magazine, and there's all these, first of all, there were no women that looked like me. Let's just be realistic. I think the first Playboy model that looked like me was Vanessa Williams.
Oh, yeah.
So they didn't look like me anyway. They weren't my same complexion. They were these skinny, size 2 white women who had this slit. I'm not, if that's you, I'm not talking about you. What God gave you is beautiful and is yours. But it don't match what I have.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, something's wrong with my stuff.
I thought something was wrong with white people's stuff.
I thought something was wrong. Because
I looked at mine all the time.
White.
That's true. That's it. Because I looked at my stuff all the time. I'll be in the bathroom like this. Could you remember when we lived on Rodney, not on the 14th, when we lived on Rodney? The mirror was in the bathroom. So I would just put my legs on the door and I would look at it through the mirror and I would analyze every bit of it.
I did not look at my...
Oh, I thought it was the most fascinating
until
thing.
I was like 40.
Shut up.
40. I was 40 years old the first time I took a look at my...
Oh, no.
I saw it, like I knew it was there, and I could.
Every time I would go in the bathroom and take a bath or shower, I would lay my butt on that floor.
I was not examining it until I was 40.
I could have told you if I had a mole on it. I was so into it. There was questions that I was like, why does this form right here? What is this right here that's forming? I was like, what is? Wow. And then I realized when I was watching pornos, I was like, why am I clearing as big as her? And then I did some research and realized that a woman's clit is like a man's penis. And I was like, I got a little baby penis. And then I always say women that got big clits are the hoes because they always seem to be more sexually active when they have big clits. Like that goes outside the labia.
Yeah, because it's probably stimulated all the time.
All the time, probably.
Where if you have like
if your labia is covered, your clit, you don't get horny like that.
There's a guy that I dated that I call him Demon Dick, who is very suave, knows a lot about vaginas as a guy. But I remember him asking me, "Do you have an M&M, a almond, or a grape?"
I would have think the almond is bigger than a grape.
Well, an almond is kind of slim.
And pointy.
But a grape is more round and plump.
Oh, I have M&M.
So he was like, "What kind of clitoris do you have? Is it an M&M?
M&M.
An almond, or a grape?" And he was like, and I was like, why is that important? Like,
I still don't know. I don't even know what I have. I
was like, because that will be indicative of
how to make you
orgasm. Stimulation is the bigger your clit, the more orgasmic you're going to be, and even the more liable you are to have female ejaculation.
Look at this! I am learning stuff.
The clitoral hood is what, in essence, is your G-spot. So the clitoris has an internal portion, so it's kind of like a wishbone.
Yeah.
So there's the top of the clitoris, which is often exposed or under the hood, and then on either side of that, which lays in the vagina, is the rest of the clitoris. So that is, in essence, what the G-spot is just the clitoris being internally stimulated.
Wow. So I am learning something definitely new. This is what I love. That's why I love talking to her, because she be teaching me some new
before
stuff.
that, I didn't know.
So now, you guys gotta have to check us out on the Talk It Out show, because we're gonna be back on the Talk It Out show. Are you coming back next Wednesday?
I can come back next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday to get more information like this. It's good when you can have these open and good conversations over some good food. Yeah. Because I'm going to tell you, when I'm with these kids, I forget to eat. So this is the only time I'm probably going to eat. And then I get full after I watch this, and then I want to eat for the rest of the day. So usually this is my one-day meal. Like, woo. But just in case, I got me some hot wings, because I've been craving KFC's hot wings for the past 3 days, actually. Yeah. I think what triggered me is when we did that challenge.
Also, I'll take it home and eat it before I go to bed.
What? The mashed potatoes and gravy? Mm-hmm. Girl, yeah, take the mashed potatoes and gravy. That's making
Yep, because I go to bed in like 3 hours, 4 hours.
Yeah. So let's give Tamika a round of applause that she's here with us. This was some good information. We talked, we chatted.
You didn't know about that?
I didn't. I really didn't. So we got to have to really get I really want to do this on the Love and Love show. They get really deep. Because this is some good information for me. Yeah. But anyway, again, we thank you. Please subscribe. Hit that bell notification. Give us a thumbs up. Comment below and share.
Sharing is caring.
There you go.